will come school us about how to dance during our songs. I don't know if anyone's interested in that, but we could use some support in our dancing game, I think. So if people who are usually in the back want to come forward, that would be super welcome, especially when we're partying. And I'm going to take a deep breath if you want to join me. I hope that you'll take this time to listen to your body and your spirit and give those whatever they're asking for this evening. For me, I'm gonna be dancing and partying a little bit today. All right, let's sing together.
Are we good? Are we live, Craig? I don't see our picture yet on the video. I just want to make sure we're live on the chat too. Can y'all hear us and see us there in the Zoom?
Zoomy zoom zoom. I visited on Zoom last time, and it was really nice when y'all took a minute to wait for the sound to come on Zoom.
Yeah, if
it made me feel seen.
If you can, no audio here. Yeah, if you can hear us in the chat or see us. Okay, there. Oh, great.
We being heard now?
Now they can hear. And can you see as well? Oh, good. Now I see. Now I think I see us.
I see.
Great.
Now I see.
All right, let's take the chord for a moment. 2, 3. We rise, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided rise, with Spirit to guide us rise. Children rise, with elders with wisdom rise, ancestors surround us rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here in hope. Tears and with courage rise, fighting for life we rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here in hope, in prayer, we're right here. Hearted rise, won't be divided rise, with Spirit to guide us rise.
right. I'm going to come out because this next one is a dancing song.
Kids to the front,
Mo and Leo, do you want to come up?
if you'd like to.
We need some
Or
help.
adults.
Or grown-ups, if you want to come up. We're practicing courageous joy. Ooh. How we doing? Oh, it kind of starts chill, doesn't it? All right. We're doing some interpretive dance first.
Yes.
I invite you all to rise in body or spirit, no matter how tall you are.
One, a two, a 1, 2, 3. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, no, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This love that I have, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This pride that I had, this pride, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. No, no. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Oh, I said the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
Good evening. And as we prepare to light our chalice, I invite you to just simply ground yourself in the present moment here, wherever you may be. If you're at home, if you choose to get a candle to light with us at home, please be welcome to do so. And just welcome your in-breath and your out-breath. And thank it for what it is, the life force within us. And we light our chalice with these words from Alondria Williams. We are worthy not because of what we produce, but because of who we are. We are divine bodies of light and darkness. You're not worthy because of what you offer, not because of what is in your mind, not for the support you give others, not for what you give at all. We are worthy and are whole just because you are the visionary, you are the hope, you are the ancestor's dream.
Thank you, Bernadine. Thank you to our band. Off to a good start. Welcome all to Sanctuary Boston, a community of vibrant worship and real connection, grounded in Unitarian Universalism and open to seekers of all kinds. I often come back to these words for our chalice lighting by Alandria Williams. Alandria was a powerful, brilliant, badass organizer. They were constantly finding ways to make the world a better place in meetings and out in the streets and in worship. And everywhere they went, they were organizing people, they were inviting leadership, they were speaking truth to power. And also, Alandria knew, as we heard in these words, that what made a person holy, what made a person worthy, wasn't how many hours they spent fighting the good fight, wasn't how much work they got done or how productive they were. It was just being the person that you are already whole, that you are already holy. And Shaya's reflection this evening, I think, will speak to more of that and share some wisdom with us, which I'm looking forward to. And on this May Day, we're also celebrating folks working for workers' rights all over the world. And I think we might be the only church celebrating May Day by sharing our offering this evening with an organization organizing sex workers. And so that's one of the things I love about Boston, is that we're sending our money to where our values are, that we're celebrating those fighting for justice wherever they're doing that good fight. A special welcome to those of you joining online. Thank you so much for connecting from afar. We hope that you'll take a few moments now to say hello in the chat and say where you're joining us from so you all can connect with each other. And maybe if someone has the link to the Google map of where everybody is joining from, they could even share that link. If somebody's out there with that link, let's share it and see where you all are at. I'm just gonna preempt one announcement from the end of the service, because I wanna give you all online particularly some time to check out our survey info sheet. We're doing our community survey these days where we're interviewing each other and having conversations about what we love about Sanctuary, what we imagine for it, what we hope for it in the future, what we want to receive from this community, and also what we want to offer to it. And as usual, we have a sheet that's some updates all about Sanctuary, the teams, the projects, what we're up to, what we're working on. And so we're going to be sharing that in the chat as well. Come on in. Don't be shy. You're in the right place, probably. With that, let's welcome each other into this space that is made holy by your presence here. And I'll invite the folks from our in-person small group. For the first time in 4 years, we have a small group that is meeting in person again, in addition to our online groups. So Rhea and Callie are going to lead us in our words of welcome, and we invite you all to read along.
Hi everyone, I'm Callie.
I'm Rhea.
Whether you go to church on Sunday mornings,
Or light candles on Friday nights,
whether you've been hurt by religion,
saved by it,
or some of both,
whether you're brand new to spiritual community,
or a seasoned seeker,
whoever you are, whatever you are,
wherever you are on your journey,
we welcome you.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Mara. I'm very excited to be here with you all. You might know me from the last time I waxed poetic about letter writing at a sanctuary worship. I do it a lot. But I am nothing if not consistent. And what can I say? I love our card writing team. The card writing team is a ministry here at Sanctuary that receives the joys and sorrows shared during a service and sends cards after the service to folks who shared big things like major losses or transitions, life milestones, diagnoses, or even big celebrations. The card writing team came to me at a time when I needed it most. I was new to Boston and was desperately searching for friends and a community to call my own. I had attended a few sanctuary worships, but not enough to really feel the deep sense of belonging that I had been searching for. I had moved here for my first adult job and had recently been mourning the loss of a family friend whose memorial was happening that weekend back at my home congregation in North Carolina. Having grown up Unitarian Universalism or Unitarian Universalist with some familiarity with the ritual of sharing joys and sorrows, I felt brave enough to share my sorrow at the service. I received some condolences and returned home that evening. About a week after the service, I received a letter in the mail from my friend Andy, who had introduced me to Sanctuary a few weeks before. I was a little surprised. Most people didn't even know my new address, much less would have taken the time to send me a letter. Dear Mara, it read, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. In faith, the community care team. I texted Andy immediately. How do I get involved in this? When I received Andy's card, I felt seen. It didn't matter that I didn't really know the sanctuary community well yet. I knew in that moment that they cared about me and were thinking about me in my time of loss. And the next time I came to Sanctuary, I felt more connected to the people and space than I ever had before. And I even introduced myself to a new person. And as luck would have it, shortly after receiving Andy's card, I did join the card writing team myself. Now, I can't count how many times I've met someone at a worship here who said, hey, I think you wrote me a card. Thank you. I really needed that. I am so grateful for the opportunity to grow my personal letter writing practice into one that serves my larger spiritual community, to give back to Sanctuary in a way that works for me. I love the connections I've built with our tiny card writing team and with each person I've written to. To me, the card writing team embodies what Sanctuary is about. Community care is justice, and when we feel connected to our community and to each other on a personal level, we're better able to do the work we need to do to make the world just a little bit better. Thank you.
Three, four.
I am light.
the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. I am 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 divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. I am
A little higher. Yeah. Thank you, band. Do you have an inner critic? I do. Here's a story about a confrontation I had with her. Over the last year or two, I've had a few conversations that made me ache afterwards. They were with people in their early 20s who so deeply wanted to make justice happen. One person kept asking my partner and I if it was okay they were part of our conversation. Did they ask that about every conversation they were part of? And from the way they asked questions about if they were taking up too much space in our conversation, the way they talked about what they felt they deserved, I ached for them. I wanted their inner critic to stop questioning their value, their worth, their right to take up space. And I ache because I was there myself. 10 years ago, last year, yesterday. In my early 20s, I worked at a grassroots prison abolition organization. I learned important lessons about being humble and came to the realization that my job was to be in support and let other people strategize. My job was to read mail from incarcerated people and update our database. But my inner critic had latched onto this idea that decenter yourself and recognize your own privilege meant have a long drawn out internal battle about the worthiness of anything you might say. Those battles with my inner critic made it harder for me to build authentic relationships. It made it harder for me to listen deeply. It made it harder for me to take any feedback when I was already overflowing with my own critical feedback. It felt like I was taking social justice learning seriously, but also it was getting in the way. Reflecting on that time recently, I wrote a letter to my younger self. A love letter to me at age 22, trying to figure out how little space I could take up to make up for my white and middle class privilege, and to anyone else trying to shrink. I love that you care and that you want so badly to never cause harm. I love your fearless self-interrogation and willingness to accept responsibility for privilege and harm done in your name. And I ache, too, watching you try and make yourself as small as humanly possible, always second-guessing, should I be in this conversation, in this room? Is my whiteness or class or non-binariness that isn't quite trans, or some other identity polluting the space and taking away from someone else's experience? I know the self-silencing has deep roots because it comes from some things that are true. It is true that white folks often act as if we know more, including in spaces devoted to Black liberation or any other people's liberation. It is true that white and class-privileged folks have built terrible systems that cause so much harm, and we are benefiting from those systems and continuing to build and perpetuate them. But it is possible to take the self-interrogation and do no harm too far. It is possible that we hurt ourselves in the process. Because the goal I want us to hold is not about never annoying anyone or offending anyone or never fucking up. I want us to figure out how we get to liberation. How do we make it so that everyone has all their needs met and most of their wants? That everyone gets to feel powerful and dignified and whole? That everyone has a home and clean water and no one gets locked up or hurt by cops? And the way we win is not by making ourselves as small as humanly possible. It's about organizing and building deep relationships. It's about showing up for meetings and rallies and contributing humbly but in our own power. It's about bringing our strengths and talents to the table and believing they're worth something. I want you to take up space. I want you to hold on to your humility and step into your power, because there's so many things we can achieve with your hands and your thoughts and your voice and your listening ears. And I trust you to listen well and take direction from those most directly impacted. I trust you not to take over spaces that aren't yours. And I trust you to make mistakes and apologize and grow and change. And I promise it won't kill you when people tell you to show up differently. We don't need perfect people in our movements who never make a mistake. We need people who are going to show up and try, and you're already doing that. I want my younger self to read it because it took years to figure out the self-compassion and humility to write that. And I'm still a work in progress. I used to think that making myself smaller was useful for my justice work, but I don't think that's the case. I think it makes it harder for me to build authentic relationships. It makes it harder for me to listen deeply. It makes it harder for me to take any feedback because I'm already overflowing with my own critical feedback. Do you have a self-critic who is just too loud inside your head? What does that self-critic keep you from being able to do or experience? What tools do you use to tell her to take a back seat? Eventually, I started to realize that if I focused on listening deeply instead, there was less room for my inner critic. If I got curious, my curiosity didn't leave enough space for her. And if I kept a notebook on hand and wrote down some of my thoughts in the moment, I didn't need to have a battle in my head about whether or not to express them and if they were worthy. They could just sit on the page, unless there seemed to be a particularly good moment to say them. Eventually, I found a place for myself doing disability organizing. I am disabled. I still think frequently about what my place is in the work, but with a lot less angst. I feel more confident that the relationships I build in my organizing are mutual. I feel more confident that there's a place for me and what I contribute is meaningful. Justice work requires we take risks, we work together, we stand up to power, and we build strong relationships. May we recognize that self-compassion is also part of the work, that the battles we fight with our inner critics and all of the other demons in our heads are important. But the real win is when we can learn how to not engage the demons, when we can find the self-compassion to fill up the spaces inside of us so we can attend to the people around us and be responsive to their feedback instead of the critiques we've made up for them to say. For then we can truly listen. For then we can truly connect. For then we can take our places in the work with both humility and the power we need to win.
Two, three, four.
Sometimes I go so slow, I feel I'm stuck. Sometimes I fall so low, I feel I'm stopped, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay. Sometimes I'm rising fast, I feel I'm flying. Sometimes I'm right on task, it's all aligning, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay. 'Cause today is what it needs to be. Another day is coming soon, and I know that there is room.
Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and I'm a member of Sanctuary Boston's offering team, a crew here at Sanctuary that works to find organizations with which to share half of our offering each service. I'm joining today from Los Angeles, California, where I live, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity this May Day to share a labor organization I love, which fights for the rights, not the rescue, of sex workers, the LA chapter of the Sex Worker Outreach Project. SWAP LA is a peer support organization run by sex workers and for sex workers. SWAP works to ensure our human rights to bodily autonomy, racial and social justice, and mutual liberation through outreach, education, mutual aid, and political advocacy. This can include, but by no means covers everything they do, providing safety supplies monthly, hosting a peer support group, and supporting research partnerships around harm reduction and workers' empowerment. To give today, you can donate at PayPal, at Sanctuary Boston, Venmo, which is also at Sanctuary Boston, and we request that you please put offering in the notes. And for those of you online, you can use the links in the chat box to donate on Venmo or PayPal. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you band together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
I'm not living to die. Don't stand in a wasteland. Look at me in the eye. Stop living a lie and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, with a hand in a hand, holding on to each other. Go on and rejoice, 'cause you have a voice. It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's calling out wrong. From the silence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can rage against the river, feel the pain of another. I have a choice, I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet really free. It's killing me, no one's saying what we need to hear. I will not let silence win when I see all the pain our people are in. There's no other choice, 'cause I have a voice. It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can dream like our children speaking out across the waters. We can feel. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone,
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
Sorry, is the mic on? There you go. We arrive together, bringing all the joys and sorrows of our complex lives with us this evening. Some of us arrive here wrestling difficult things, feeling the pain of a broken world around us and within us. Some of us arrive full of blessings, brimming with gratitude. From those here in person, an anonymous mixture. Job has been really stressful this week. On the other hand, enjoying the beauty of Eastern Mass in springtime. A mixture from Harry, mourning the loss and celebration of Sean Satin's life, a brilliant guitar teacher and friend. And that is what we have from our friends in person.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. We now invite those of you joining online to share any joys and sorrows. If you'd like me, you're carrying in the chat box. I'll read them out loud here on the mic. If you'd like me to keep them anonymous, please message me directly. My name is Rhea, R-H-E-A, parentheses, joys and sorrows. Again, that is Rhea, R-H-E-A, parentheses, joys and sorrows. From Jalen, a sorrow. My aunt died over the weekend, and grief is such a weird and complicated thing. We're all holding you in that. From Camilla, surprise, surprise, my joy is being here with all of you. So grateful for the space. Thank you all for being here. A joy from Micah. His birthday was on Monday. Happy birthday, Micah. From Alita, I'm about to start my PhD. How exciting. From Sarah, grateful to be able to spend time with a dear friend in New Mexico to celebrate her 90th birthday. Another birthday. From Anonymous, joy, finally. Making deeper connections in my city. Sorrow at the many losses and health issues confronting those I know, and concern over potential health issue of my own. We're holding you in that. A joy. I got a scholarship to visit Transylvania and our Unitarian siblings. From Kit, having been at the retreat, it is a joy with a long tail. I am back home, but carrying the goodness of this time with friends old and new, and all the better for it. From Colby, my joy is that I was able to go to the Mid-America Regional Assembly for my emerging congregation. So much support from the region and National Faith Formation team. A sorrow from Poppy. My dad died in May last year, and I am very aware of that every day right now. We are holding you in that.
but also a joy from Poppy. My son Milo is going to Vassar College this fall. How exciting. A joy/sorrow from Anonymous. My cat had to have surgery today and get some teeth removed. Anxious because of his older age, but hoping he feels better now. Holding you and your cat in that. Hope healing goes well. And joy from Anonymous. The sanctuary retreat this weekend, which was downright magical. Another joy, amazing weekend with folks at the Sanctuary Boston retreat this weekend. Real connections, conversations. A sorrow from May. My cousin's grandfather passed away today at 99. He always came to family gatherings, especially when we were younger. I am grieving his loss and hoping my cousins/aunts and uncles are getting care they need. I will give a few more breaths for those online to make sure we don't miss any. And with that, we sing. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in His love. Please join me in the spirit of meditation and prayer. God, who asks us not to shrink, but to exist in our fullness and truly hear one another, hear our joys and hear our sorrows. The world is a place of both existing at the exact same time in our lives and with others, and sometimes one can feel more overwhelming than the other. We are in a season where it has started to bloom flowers, and the days are getting a little longer. But we are also in a time where beloveds have lost people they care for deeply, or deeply remembering those they had lost just a year ago. It is hard to wrestle with everything that is happening, with the hope that our pets will be well, that our community will thrive. But there is also deep joy in emergence, and the creation and commissioning of new places, and the ways community come together and create connection. We are bound to one another. We are held together. Amen, and blessed be.
Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through, with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary anew.
In just a moment, we're going to hum that through together a bunch of times. And I invite you to pay attention to the way your voice blends with everyone else's, what it's like to be in the same ocean of sound and not to disappear. And while you're doing that, you can come up to this table here or that table in the back and take one of these candles if it's not already lit, you can lit it from one of these big candles and light one of these small tea lights. And when you're done, pass it to the next person and take a moment of intention as you pass your light to them.
Let's sing together. Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary anew. Make us aware. Make us aware. Our sanctuary, each made holy, love right through with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary anew. Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy, loved right through with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary anew. Make us aware we are a sanctuary, each made holy, loved right through with thanksgiving. We are a living sanctuary
Let us rise humbly hearted with spirit to guide us. We are more worthy than our inner critics would have us believe. Let us be both humble and powerful. Let us believe we are worth something. The stakes are too high for us to get in our own way.
If you're not already, I invite you to rise in body, rise in spirit for our final song. It's a call and response. I'll do the call, you do the response. Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's how
the
light gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's how the
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the
That's how the light gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's how
the light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
That's
how
how
the light gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing a song that you can sing.
Just sing a song that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
Just sing the songs that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
how
the
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the light
light gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Forget your perfect offering.
Forget your perfect offering.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
Just sing the song that you can sing.
There is a crack in everything.
There is a crack in everything.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's
That's
how
how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
That's how
That's how
the
the
light
light
gets in.
That's how the light gets in.
Yes. I love that one. Well, dear ones, I invite you to join in our final ritual of the evening, the ritual of invitations and announcements. And we have some good ones for you. I mentioned the survey that we're doing, so those of you joining online, please check out that survey info sheet where you can learn more about Sanctuary, what we're up to these days, and what we're hoping for the future. And if you are interested in doing a survey interview conversation with our team and haven't heard from us yet, please send us a note to the Sanctuary email address, thesanctuaryboston@gmail.com, and we'll schedule a conversation with you. A couple other things. You all know that our campus ministry program has been kicking butt, I'll say, for a few years now, and we have been starting campus groups on campuses all around Boston. We've been bringing students together from different campus groups. Our student leaders have been putting in so many hours, so much thoughtfulness, so much spirit into this program, and we're inviting you who are alumni of Boston area colleges to match their energy with support, and we're building a network of support for this program. So 2 ways to do that. One, if you are an alumni of Boston area college, we invite you to fill out our contact form, which we're sharing in our emails and also in the chat box. And you can learn more about how to connect with us and support this program. And also on May 16th in the evening, 8:15 to 9 p.m., we're going to do a special kickoff meet and greet celebration where you can connect with our student leaders, hear the stories of the organizing they've been doing, and learn all kinds of ways that you can support them. Spoiler alert, one of those ways is to donate dollars. But we have a long list of other ways, and we're hoping that that we'll have a good turnout for that and share some different ideas about ways to help this program grow and to offer some spiritual care to our students as well. We also have a legacy giving program at Sanctuary. One of the things we invite you to do, if you think that this community is good for you and good for the world, we invite you to leave a legacy gift. That means using some mechanism. There's all kinds of options. for leaving Sanctuary some of your dollars once you have passed on and no longer need them. It is the easiest way to give, and perhaps the least costly, for you at least. If you are curious how this works and want to chat more about it, we're going to do 2 info sessions, an in-person one after our next worship gathering on the 15th, and then an online Q&A conversation about legacy giving after our all-online service on the 29th, because May has a 5th Wednesday. With that, let me get to the most exciting announcement of all, which is that this is not the exciting part. I will not be at Sanctuary in my role for this summer. I'm stepping away for a professional development leave. I'm going to be learning how to be a chaplain at a hospital. That's wild. For number 1, it's a 40-hour-week job, which I have never had before. So that is downright terrifying. But I'm really looking forward to this chance to go to spiritual maturity boot camp, as I see it, and learn some new skills for myself and do some of my own spiritual work. But I'm also excited for Sanctuary, as I'll be stepping away from my director role just for these 3 months. I'll be back in the fall, I promise. But while I'm away, we've hired a particularly awesome summer worship coordinator, and that is Ashley Mulcair. So Ashley will be coordinating the services, answering the emails, offering a little bit of support to our various teams, and so thank you for keeping things running while I'm away. We're going to be sharing more information about the transition, but would you also just take a moment to say hello?
Yes. Hello. We've met before. I'm so thrilled to be keeping the ball rolling over the summer. I am not Matt. I do not pretend to be Matt. I will not pretend to be Matt. And this job also doesn't do all the things that Matt does. But we're going to keep worshiping together, and that's going to include some emailing and some orders of service and things, and I'll make those happen. I'm really thrilled to deepen my connection with y'all through the summer, and I'm just pumped. I think it's going to be fun. See you later.
And also in the meantime. Yeah, I will be here until June, so I'll be coordinating the next 2 services and still in my role till then. And we're going to be onboarding and transitioning in the meantime. And feel free to be in touch with me for now, or starting June 3rd, in touch with Ashley if you have any questions about it, or if you want to help make worship happen this summer. And this is a good time to note that summer services will be first Wednesdays all online, not here in Cambridge, just online, and third Wednesdays hybrid as we usually do, First Church Boston in the Back Bay and online. So this is our last time being here at Cambridge until October. First Wednesdays will be online June through September. So mark your calendars accordingly, or what's easier is just sign up for the Google Calendar that Sanctuary has. With that, we'll invite you to stick around for a little while. Those of you joining online, we invite you to stick around and check in together to share some more check-in time and connection time. We invite you all here in person to stick around and chat for a while as well. And go in peace, dear ones, and be blessed as you are a blessing to others.
And greet your neighbor.
Oh, and greet your neighbor. We're doing it at the end now, so please turn and greet your neighbor, introduce yourself to someone new, and say hi to an old friend.